Time now, 11:30 on this Friday night, August 29th, 2014. Time now for the Peter Channel News. Friday night timer report on this Friday, August 29th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. This is what happened as before I sign off for the night here. Our top story at 11:30 p.m. is a federal judge Friday struck down a major provision of Texas's strict abortion law that would have forced all but a handful of clinics to close next week. Soldiers calling themselves the Army of Novorossiya or New Russia by the entrance of Novorossiya on Friday. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, Kentucky's campaign manager, resigned Friday amid fallout from a scandal in Iowa involving a presidential campaign he worked in 2012. Demonstrators on Thursday at the White House urged action by the Obama administration on the plight of immigrants. iPhone 6 here. We have what is iPhone 6 ready to launch is what it needed to succeed. Ukraine has mounted a push for NATO membership as it faces down Russia, a move that comes ahead of the major NATO summit, and its Ukrainian ambassador to Canada News calls for armament to the West. In London, the UK government has raised its terror threat level Friday to substantial to the severe, the fourth highest of 5 levels, in response to events in Iraq and Syria, which as militants have seized a large swath of territory. Even Republican women lawmakers seem to have difficulty communicating with women voters, and for the Republican Party there don't appear to be any easy fixes here. Authorities investigate suspected threat against President Obama as Barack Obama walks on the South Lawn towards Marine One of the White House in Washington before departing for New York on Friday. Wall Street bounces around in a weekend as escalating tensions involving Ukraine offset another round of mostly upbeat economic data out of the United States. Washington. Consumer spending in the United States unexpectedly dropped in July for the first time in 6 months, as households are lagging behind as wages fail to accelerate. In New York, global equity markets rose on Friday, posting their best month since February on a strong U.S. data, while German bonds yield edged up from the record lows of expectations that the European Central Bank would ease monetary policy next week. The Center for Photography in Woodstock, New York launched a new exhibit this week. It's called The Space Between Redefined and Public and Personal and Smartphone Photography, and it continues to impact of photography's new ubiquity. Google's Advanced Research Lab set in hopes of developing a system to drones to deliver goods with its Project Wing prototype. The move sent Tesla shares to a record high of Friday. The stock rose as high as $272 during the day before finishing up 2% at $269.70 at 4 p.m. Comedy legend Joan Rivers is still conscious in a New York hospital, but she will be gratified by the outpouring of tributes from friends and fans all around the world. It says, "God and Melissa Rivers, get well, Joan Rivers, and hope you feel better, and hope you be back to what you love to do the best, which is make people laugh, no matter how old you are." Here, Angelina Jolie once said that she would have probably have married her ex-lover Jenny Shimizu if she hadn't instead with her first husband Johnny Lee Miller. With the first day of school upon us, it's a fitting time to look back on the past season in terms of the lessons learned. With the UFC belt over, we'll skip on to stats. An eruption near Iceland's Bardabunga volcano that briefly threatened fights has ended. Local officials said the fissure eruption at the Hallran lava field north of the Vatnajökull glacier stopped at 4 o'clock GMT on Friday. The first people to enter into North America's Arctic were a very shy people who didn't intermix with their neighbors, and more importantly, anthropologists now say that the DNA study showed that Inuit and Native American are genetically separate from them. A treatment for the Ebola virus may have been found, as scientists reported that the drug cured one of the pieces of monkeys of the disease. West Africa's Ebola outbreak spread to a fifth country as a Guinean man tested positive for the virus in Senegal, set back that efforts to contain the worst epidemic of illness on record. New York mothers who give birth in areas of higher concentrations of African Americans are less likely to get breastfeeding support on maternity wards than mothers in other communities, a new study shows. Take a look at incident alerts here. And in Nashua, New Hampshire, an armed robbery of person, Pine Street at Palm Street, as suspects fled toward Ash and Honda Civic, and also second subject down in response to an unknown related. On West Halston Pine, that enters the Black Path, as incidents do appear to be unrelated here. And on Interstate 91, an incident or a crash in Interstate 91 northbound at exit 14, Mass back in West Springfield, camper and vehicle row over left lane closed. Hope they're okay. We'll have cover that for traffic in a couple of bits here. And in Pembroke, Massachusetts, a working fire 42 Club Terrace at Duxbury Ambulance requested for a smoke inhalation victim, PCC children to assign. Peter Channel News Time, 11:35. Time after traffic reports. Move, stay on the highways and byways, man. New England, and the only slow spot is the tractor trail crash on I-91 near exit 14 in the Mass Pike in West Springfield or so. On ramp from 91 to the Mass Pike bumper to bumper here around Springfield. So if you're in that area, try to be alert and try to find some alternate routes around that area because it is busy. It's very busy around that part of the area. But otherwise, you are all good to go on the highways and byways of New England there. And take a look at the weather report there on this late Friday night here. Overnight, while you're sleeping in the overnight hours of tonight, Patchwork otherwise. Clear sky, low 49 degrees and calm wind. For Saturday, Patchwork before 9 a.m. wise. Most of the sun sky near 36 degrees and calm wind becoming set from around 5 to 8 miles per hour in the afternoon. For Saturday night, most of the sky low 64 degrees and south wind about 7 miles per hour. Sunday, most of the sky near 83 degrees and southwest wind about 8 to 11 miles per hour. Sunday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm after 1 a.m. Cloud skies low 70 degrees and chance of precipitation 6% with a southwest wind about 69 miles per hour. For Labor Day, chance of showers and thunderstorms, most cloud skies near 83 degrees and chance of precipitation 50%. Monday night, Patchwork after 3 a.m. watts. Park sky low 67 degrees. Tuesday, Patchwork before 9 a.m. watts. Most of the sky at 86 degrees. Tuesday night, Park sky low 68 degrees. And Wednesday, most of the sky near 85 degrees. Wednesday night, most of the clear sky low 63 degrees. Thursday, sun sky near 83 degrees. Thursday night, most of the clear sky low 60 degrees. And first Friday, sun sky near 83 degrees. Current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11:30, 50 degrees of temperature, foggy, misty skies, humidity 93%, wind speed is calm. Barometer 3.28 inches and a duplicate about 48 degrees and invisibly 1.25 miles per hour. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel News Late Night Sign Off Report on this August 29th, 2014 on Friday night. PJ with you for a good night with a good pleasure to be see you tomorrow morning. Good night. And the time now is 23 minutes to midnight on this Friday night, August 29th, 2014, and Peter Channel will be closing up shop for the night here. And on behalf of the staff and managed by the Peter Channel in North Massachusetts, Peter J. Winsing, good night and good morning. Good night. And I'll see you tomorrow morning.